The optimism in the US economy is definitely continuing. After Trump was elected, the NFIB Small Business Confidence Index was virtually exploding with the largest monthly increase since 1981. And so it was interesting to see if it actually held that level at the subsequent release, and it actually did. It not only held it, it actually increased furthermore just a tad though, but still the optimism is definitely still there, and it's also something that you can see in the PMI surveys and the ISM surveys. They are also at relatively high levels. You saw the long interest rates decline slightly in the Eurozone in the month of February, but they actually held more or less the level in the US. And the interest rate market is now saying that the chance or the likelihood of the Fed hiking interest rates in March has increased by from 30 to about 80%. So there's a lot of optimism, and I think that is going to continue for the next couple of months as we look at the leading indicators and our models for industrial production activity and so on and so forth. European optimism is also noteworthy. It's also based on economic activity. We see the amount of building permits or the increase in building permits is now the highest since 1996, except for a single month in 2003. And that's an important leading indicator for the European economy. So the European building industry is definitely shifting into high gear by now. Also, you see that the income growth is the highest in the Eurozone since 2008. So this is actually translating into a lot of optimism currently. Now, you might argue, and that's also why the long interest rates were declining slightly in Europe in February, that we still have a couple of unsolved problems in Southern Europe. We still see some negotiations in Greece, which have not really turned out as one could have wished. And we also see the Italian banking system being shaky. So that's a problem, but normally I would say that kind of problems will not be really big and turn out to be a negative driver for stock markets when the economy is improving as it is currently. So what I think is going to happen is that the problems in Southern Europe will re-emerge, but it'll be in the second half of the year when the economy is decelerating a bit from where we see it currently. Investors should stay overweight stocks currently because we see this all this optimism currently. At the same time, our momentum and volatility indicator came out at a level of 0.85, which is sufficiently high above the 0.6 threshold, above which you should be overweight stocks for the subsequent month. And also, leading indicators are still pointing higher. There's a lot of inertia in leading indicators, so there's a very high likelihood that they will be even higher in a couple of months. And when that happens, typically stocks are performing really well.